Here we go. Good morning, everyone. And let's start rolling that ball around the hands. And again, as we did yesterday, you can also do this on a surface if you want, a table, a chair. We're going to be using chairs today for a couple of things, including an alternate foot. Loosen our upper, but you can use the surface to apply a little bit more pressure, perhaps, going up and down, and you can roll it, if you got enough space on a table, to roll it all the way up your forearm, which feels good too. And press it into the palms and press it into the pad below the pinky. But you cannot put it in both hands with the fingers interlaced and compress, as we're going to do now. And let go and compress. And let go. And one more time. And let go. So let's grab a chair. I'm going to do seated cores later, but now let's just put the foot crossed at the knee, or across the other knee, and rotate in one direction. And then rotate in the opposite direction. And then pull the toes towards the shin. Excuse me. And then pull the toes away from the shin. And then just slap, or you can make a fist, whichever feels better, the bottom of your foot, the sole of your foot, all around, blood circulating. I find it right in the middle too, which is in Chinese medicine, I think the kidney meridian, always feels good. Or in reflexology. And then let's go to the other foot. And again, we'll rotate in one direction. And then the other. And the toes towards the shin. You got the other hand on the back of the heel. And then pull down. And give it some slaps or some punches, or both. And then let's just do some toe scrunches. You can do that sitting down or standing up, digging your toes into the ground. And release, and just do it one more time. And if you have shoes on, you probably don't if you were doing those other ones, but if you do, just dig them into the soles of the shoes. And release. Let's take that ball again and throw it up in the air. Catching it with both hands, either hand, and then try to trick yourself again. Almost tricked myself. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get the ball out of the way. We're going to do some windmills. So bring hinge at the hips, bring your hands behind your back, and come up overhead, and back down and up. Hinging at the hips, knees are slightly bent, just a bit. They shouldn't be locked. And today, to warm up, let's just do the side steps. Let's go back and forth sideways. You can start slow, and you can stay slow. And you can cross one foot over in front of the other, maybe. Or cross one foot in front and then one foot in back. Vary it. Or just go sideways, like so. With 21 seconds left, I'm going to start hopping back and forth, but you don't have to. Keep doing what you're doing. Be safe. I'm going to do that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 19, 20, 21. Two deep breaths. Let's rub our hands together. Cultivate some chi. Form that chi ball. And let it dance us around. Moving the weight from one leg to the other. Substantial, insubstantial, back to substantial. Like water flowing. And center. Let's do some ocean wave breathing. Two breaths. Deep into the rib cage, all the way up. And a nice slow exhale. fingers and thumb together at the base of the spine, and we gather in starlight. And same thing in the other direction. Centering. Nice deep breath. Interlacing the fingers and bringing the hands up over the head, reaching up. And back if you can do an extension. Come back to center and bend in one direction. And then the other. Back to center, coming down slowly, pressing out at the chest. And come down. Let's shrug. And roll the shoulders back. Bring one arm across the body right below throat and press in at the elbow. And then the other. One hand behind the back, pressing down on the elbow. Other hand. Rotate the neck. Other direction. And nod. Bring your ears to your shoulders. Grab one ear with your hand over your head and gently tug towards the opposite shoulder. Opposite to the ear, not to the hand. And go in the other direction. Look up. And down. Let's do a side lunge and stretch the adductors, which were crying out yesterday because we didn't do this. And the other direction. Let's keep the legs spread wide apart and bend, hinging at the hips. Knees again slightly bent. Bend them more if you need to. Put your hands on the floor and come out into a pike. Press your heels against the floor. Stretching the calves. And make your way back up. And let's grab a stick. And let's roll out. And come back in. And go laterally in one direction. And then in the other. Grab the stick and take it behind your head and back. And then bring it up to the chest and do some flops with the wrist. Switch the grip, palms up, flop. And some curls. Put the stick behind us and twist at the waist. Doing a back extension if you want. And coming up, tucking in the chin. And pecking out like a pigeon. Bring the stick back in front and do some flip-flops. And we'll put it in front and a little bit to the side. Either grasp it by the top, over the top, with your hand over the top, or near the top if you have to with your fist, and just press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let go and press down one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move it to the other arm. Same thing, pressing down. 2, 3, 4, 5, release, and press down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bring the stick in front, and we're going to stand up on our toes for 15 seconds. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 14, and 15. Come back. 1. On your heels, I mean. 3. 13, 14, and 15. Let's put the stick down, grab a chair. You're sort of towards the middle here and holding on to the side. Let's do some leg rotations. 5, 6, and 7, and then the other way. Bring your feet out and knock your knees together. And then let's just reach up to this each side, about 45 degrees out to the other side. Do some seated jacks. Your hands are by your side. Your legs are in front of you, and they both go out and up. And then put your legs in front of you, spreading out, and do some toe touches, or as close to the toe as you can. And sit back a little bit and side reach right over the head. Here's Alaska. Seven, sitting back, perhaps holding on to the side. Bring your knee up and kick out. Other knee, kick out. Alternating knees. And let's do some marching, one hand up, other leg. Come forward in the chair, spread your legs apart, hands up in the air, and bend down towards the ground. 1, 2, and 7. Hands behind the head. And twist to one side and then the other. Let's come back to the legs and pick up both knees and kick. Hold it on to the side of the chair. Hands behind the head again and bend to the side. Come back up and cross your ankle over the other leg and hinge at the waist and push down on the knee, opening up the hip. Hold the figure 4. You can do this on the ground, on your back as well. And come up and get the other leg. Hinging at the waist, pushing down on the knee that's in the air. And come up. And I think let's just do some elbows to knees. And 7. All right, that's it. Let's stand. And do a balance exercise we haven't done in a while. I'm going to turn away from you so that you can, I won't confuse you with what I'm doing. We've got an imaginary clock in front of us, and we're going 12, 3, 6, and then crossing over to 9. Let's do 5 of those. 12, 3, 6, 9. If you need to, hold on to a pole or be next to a wall or the back of a chair. We're doing 5 of these. 12, 3, 6, 9. One more. 12, 3, 6, 9. Other foot. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3. Alaska lives for this. 12, 9, 6, and 3. All right. You know what? We'll come back tomorrow and we'll continue that exercise. There's a whole app filled with exercises based on that one that I've just downloaded. And we'll play around with that over time. But in the meantime, let's center and take a deep breath. And one more. And we'll open our hearts. And exhale out. And center. 2 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, equal amount of time on the exhale. One more. And we're bringing down heavenly chi. And coming down, gathering up earth chi. And yes.
Very nice, Tom.
Tom is oh, sorry.
Hi, Suzanne.
Hi. Is 9 squishy?
Is 9 squishy?
When you were doing 12, 3, 6?
Oh, okay. Squishy. Well, you just want to come over and touch, right?
No,
Well,
I was referring to when you were touching
the
Alaska.
cat. Oh, Alaska. Yeah. Well, she loves. She's got a foot fetish. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, if you give her a little rub on the ribs, she's in 7th heaven.
Sorry, that was a little obscure.
I'm slow. I'm slow today. I don't know what's going on.
Thanks, Tom. That was
Just to
great.
see. Okay, Beth. Take care.
Take care.
All right. We're
What's
going to
your
do
schedule?
five Tibetans.
What's your schedule this week?
I'm going to be, yeah, let me ask while you're all on. Do I have folks who will be here on Christmas if I do it Christmas?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. We'll be here on Christmas, and so a regular schedule.
Okay.
All right.
This is Diana. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
You are our Christmas present, so how can we not have a session? How could you even ask?
Ditto.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
How could I not? I will be here.
Okay.
All right. So 5 Tibetans today. Because we've been sitting down, we got to do some heavy lifting here. Again, if you want to, rather than spin, you can just rotate at the waist, slapping the shoulders, but up to 11 spins. and 11. 2 deep breaths. And I'm going to switch the camera and get on the floor while I take a deep breath. Come here, you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you gonna lick me to death? Are you gonna lick me to death?
Now, if you're following, all right, there you go. Come here. We're going to put the soles of our feet on the floor. Hands are in front, beside the hips,
No.
with the fingers facing forward, or under your back if you want support in the lumbar region, under the neck if you need it up there. We're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders at the same time as we lift the soles. If your neck is pained, just lift the soles. Regular version, you extend the legs and come up. I'll do 6 and 5, starting now. 1, 2, 3,
Sweetie, 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 sweetie. Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. Sweetie.
9, 10, and 11. Coming up and taking 2 deep breaths. We're going to get on our knees.
Seven.
Hands behind the back on the thighs or the glutes. You can bend back at the knees if you don't want to do a back extension, but if you can and will, do it now and come forward. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, and 11. 2 centering breaths. I'll get back down on the floor, seated. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Hands are either by your side with the fingers facing forward, or if you find it easier, put them behind your back with the fingers facing away. In the regular version, your legs are extended. Either way, you're coming back up into a table. That's 1, 2, 5, 6. I will go into the regular version now. And 11. 2 breaths. And finally, we're on all fours. in the modified version. Coming up into an up dog. In the regular version, you start in a down dog and come up into an up dog. With your knees off the ground, of course, in that version. They stay on the ground in the modified version, and we'll do 6 and 5. 1. And 11. I said finally because that is the last of the official Tibetans. But now we will sit down with our legs crossed in whatever way is comfortable. And we're going to do rotations either while sitting up or bending down. Today I'm going to stir the pot with my hands. We'll do 6 in one direction, 5 in the other, and then reverse when we switch the positions of the legs.
I love you.
Let's start. 1, 2. Let's switch position of the legs. What was on top goes on the bottom. What was in front goes behind. We'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the reverse. Pausing between the 10th and the 11th to stretch out. And I'm reaching 10 and a half, stretching out in front, taking 2 deep breaths into that stretch. Going to the left knee. And also taking 2 breaths. And then the right knee. And coming up, Satnam. All right. Everybody good?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Terrific.
Great.
Marvelous.
Okay,
Ordinary.
Take
And-
care. Love to all, T.
okay, Meme.
Probably see you
Okay.
later.
Yes, you will. Yeah,
Okay, very
Yeah.
good. Thanks a lot.
okay. All right, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Take care, Jonathan.
Yeah, I
Where's-
was gonna be here yesterday and I discovered the internet was down. I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, I'm the guy who's got to bring the internet back up. And that turned into a whole thing.
Well,
Okay.
you succeeded.
Yes.
Well done.
Okay, bye.
All right.